Yo. L&L. Yo. L&L. L&L. L&L show. It's hot, 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 taste it hot. I'm ready. L&L. Let's go. L&L show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meet. Always relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire bringing all the heat. Wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, little mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you woo? Elijah, favorite nephew. Lenora, she know it's the truth. Adriana, Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it, yourself.
It's the love.
Hey, hey. Love and live. We be laughing, having fun.
Get up and stay. Love and live. Get up and stay. Love and live.
Love and live. Each day as if it was your last. Smooches. Yeah. This is Love and Live Shots.com.
Buy me a coffee. Join us.
Join us.
Buy Me a Coffee is a way to support us here on the Love and Live show.
Yes.
We have membership tiers and they all have different ranks and benefits.
Woo!
Check us out on Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/Love and Live show. Hey everyone!
Everybody.
How's everybody doing today?
I hope you guys are having a blessed day.
All right. Today it is
for real.
relationship advice. Every Wednesday here on the Love and Live show, we do a little bit of relationship advice, all right?
Yes,
we get into different topics. We just chat it up, have an open discussion, talk about different things. Some are simple questions, some are difficult. And if you guys have a question, feel free to drop it in the chat. And if you're watching this as a video, feel free to drop it in the comments, and we'll get to it next week.
Exactly.
Now, starting from the top, we got some folks in here, so we're going to go ahead and welcome them in. We're going to go ahead and welcome in Sweetheart. We got Sweetheart in here.
Hey, Sweetheart, how are you?
She said, how are you doing today?
Doing good.
We're doing good over here. We're doing good over on this side. So we got Sweetheart stepping in. And then we have some folks that stay entertaining. We're going to go ahead and welcome in House of X Entertainment. We stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. House of X is in here saying, hey, Love and Live show.
Hey.
What's going on with y'all? How are y'all doing today?
Yes.
We also got to welcome somebody in. She's saying, hey, Queen.
Hey, King.
Okay, I told you, don't you be touching her song like that. You know who we got to welcome in? It's Unbiased LLC. We got Unbiased in here. She's saying, hey, Queen Lenore, can you lie in chat? How are you doing today, Unbiased? It's so nice to see you in here, as always. House of X said, at Love and Live show, you in the pool. What's the problem today? What's going on?
What you did this time, but you need to work on that.
What you got going on? I don't know what House of X is trying to say over here. All right, sweetheart. Say, how you doing today, Queen, nephew, and Chris?
Doing good, doing good.
We good in the section. She said, nice hair, Queen.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, so we're getting into it. It is relationship advice.
Yes, it is.
So, Queen Lenore, you got anything you really want to like talk about or step into today? Any discussion that you want to have?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, relationships are not easy, and it's definitely not easy when everybody don't get along.
Yeah.
So my thing is, with any relationship, if you can set out some rules where you getting along, don't wait till you not getting along to set some rules up, but set some rules when you are getting along. So then,
like on a good term.
Yeah. So then, when issues come up, guess what happens?
You got that foundation.
That foundation, and that's what you gonna stick with. Because if not, you're going to have to do what Queen had to do today. And I don't be doing this stuff because I'm always up on the game. Like, you know, history has told me to follow rules in a certain way to benefit myself. And going to court and doing all that is irrelevant. I think as we talk about relationship advice, we don't think about the hardship. When we break up, how I want to hurt you, how I want to get back at you, how I want to do this. We don't think about stuff like that. So we need to start focusing on stuff like that in general. So if you guys got baby mamas and baby daddies and all that, work all those things out while you guys are good. If you're about to have a baby and you're not married, work it out.
Absolutely.
Now. So when the baby's born, go get your joint custody. So it's done and over with. Nobody got nothing to say. Nobody can get mad about nothing because it's already there.
Foolishness is what you say. It's a foolishness-free way.
Yes. Just do what I say, you know.
Well, sweetheart is saying France is going to be raining tomorrow.
It's raining here on and off.
Yeah,
so
it stay raining over here, sweetheart.
We are the rainy state, so that's what we do. Bless you.
Thank you.
But that's my whole thing. I just want to get everybody to say.
She said she loving hair.
Thank
loving
you.
The new
Thank
hair
you.
Now, with that being said, you got that out. That's just a little public service announcement. You had
that's
to
for
let everybody
everything.
know.
Friendship, everything. If you got something that's going to be joint together, business partners, anything that's relationship that's going to be joint. Think about everything negative that could happen if y'all split up and write it down, get legal documents on it, and call it a day.
All right.
I know people scared of legal documents, but stop it. Do them legal documents.
Sometimes you just got to. You got to.
Yes.
Well, as y'all know, it is relationship advice. So drop those questions in the chat. But starting with this first one here today, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Queen Lenore, before we step into the title, I'm going to just let you know the title, okay? So the title is Partner Lock Me in the Closet. Okay? So we just going to say that's the title of the stream, Partner Lock Me in the Closet. So, again, this is a new thing I've been doing, letting Queen Lenore know because she don't be knowing the titles beforehand. So I'm letting her know one of our topics for today, so she can sit and think on that as we get into some of our other things that we talk about today. Okay. So first one we're gonna step into is a ultimatum kind of thing, and Queen Lenore, she feels some type of way about an ultimatum. And I feel like in general, ultimatums are not good in a relationship. It shouldn't be based on, especially in marriage, I'd say. In marriage specifically, an ultimatum is not really a good thing to put in your relationship. But, we kind of hear this a lot. You have people pleasers and stuff like that. And so we've got a husband and a wife here. We've got a nice, strong relationship. Everything was cool. But, his wife, the husband's wife, she is a real people pleaser. She feels like she needs that maybe validation, or she just does it out of the kindness of her heart. Whatever it is, she has the thing of people pleasing. And sometimes it comes at detriment to her family, which of course is her husband at the moment. So, they had got into a situation where, she was doing a little bit too much, and he wasn't feeling like he was getting what he needed before all this people pleasing that was going on. So to that, he came with the ultimatum and say, you either stop all this people pleasing that you got going on, all this catering to other people, or I don't think we can do this anymore. And that's the conversation. And I feel like this question here that we're starting off with is a real strong question, because I think a lot of people deal with this in some type of way, or get to this moment in some type of way. I think it's good to talk about like a good way to handle the situation or our perspective on a situation like this. So what would you say, Queen Lenore?
I am not one of the fans of an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Unless you can really stand by it too. But if your people pleasing is interfering in your relationship, you need to check yourself because your husband is you. That's a part of you. So if he's upset and hurt about it, then you need to be upset and hurt about it. Like figure it out. Like work it out. Because it's hard. I'm one of those people that don't like dealing with people pleasers. I'm just one of those people. So I'm like, I'll let you be by yourself, do your thing, I don't need to give you an ultimatum. You'd be like, what happened? I'm not dealing with your people pleasing. I'm not helping you. If you are doing something and you're going to need my help, you would not get my help for people pleasing. I'm just not there. I'm like, people should like you for who you are, love you for who you are. If they don't, then that's it. You ain't got to worry about everything. One thing I hear all the time, just at home, is, Lenore, you really don't have no friends. You don't have this, you don't have that. Because, I don't have time for the drama, and I'm not babysitting no friendship, and I just don't do it. And so, to say all that is, we know Queen is not a people pleaser. Not this Queen. She's not a people pleaser. She do what she want to do, when she want to do it, how she want to do it. Everybody can go against me, and guess what? I'm going to still do what I want to do. So for the husband, I'm just going to say for you is, I wouldn't have really just gave her an ultimatum. I understand ultimatum. I understand that's why you did it. But if I have to agree to that one, I pretty much need to agree to them all. So I'm just not. Yeah. So my thing is, just don't help her. My thing is, I can show you better than I can tell you, And I just wouldn't help you. You would have a hard time spending time with me and having this thing called marriage with me because I'm gonna tell you, so if everybody else is more important than me, there's no reason for me to be in your face. I'm not gonna be begging for you to validate me or do anything for me. If this is what you got to do, this is what you got to do. I'm not. That's where your heart is leading you. I'm gonna allow you, but I need you to allow me to understand. Allow me to show you how my heart feels too. So your heart feels you need to people please. My heart feels no.
So ultimately, what you're saying is, in result, you're giving a whole bunch. Start cutting back on that. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Don't do as much as what you.
No, don't help with her people pleasing. Like that's
just
what
don't
I'm
help
saying.
in that aspect.
Yeah, in that aspect, because pretty soon when you people please, you overextend yourself. Yeah. So you overextend yourself, you be out there by yourself. And when you come to me, I'm gonna be like, I told you, I don't do that. That's your area, and I'm not joining in that. And that wasn't something that we agreed upon to do, and I'm not doing it. Yeah. So you told Sally you was gonna help Sally, and you can't because you're over there helping Frank. That's not on you. I'm not going over there to Frank or anybody else. That's your job.
I can really see where that would come in because in a situation like this, of course, like you're saying, if you're helping and aiding that, then it only will get progressively worse and worse. Yeah. So I think in a situation like that, definitely what you're saying, there should be some kind of, understanding that this is how I feel. First, of course, let it be known how you're feeling. Don't just be bottling it up and then get to this point where, now we're exploding. If you don't do this, X will happen. I think that's not the way to go about it. I think you should express it. People have their limits. So if you
I think he expressed it.
Because in this situation,
to get to an ultimatum, he expressed it.
I think definitely at this point he's expressed it. I'm just saying, if you were in this situation, make sure that you're expressing it. Make sure somebody knows before you get into this mode. But definitely once you let that out, once you say what you have to say with that, things are not changing. Nobody's gonna see anything until you start doing something. So again, I think what Queen Lenore brought here was a good option. Just stop helping her in that aspect. Yeah,
because so many people are so easily ready to leave a relationship instead of working, and a relationship ain't gonna always be easy to deal with. Mm-hmm. Like I know, just coming in the house today, I'm not easy to deal with right now. That's just what it is. But
what happened?
Don't do that to yourself.
I don't know what's going on. What's going on?
Don't do that to yourself, Eli.
What you
I won't
talking
hurt you,
about?
okay?
Who did I do?
Anyway, so like I
I'm just over here
said,
trying
I'm
to
not
have a
easy to
good
deal
time.
with today, but you know, you just have to be able to deal with it, understand what my, you know, my point of view and what your point of view is, and try to fix it and marry it. And sometimes you have to step in a boundary that you don't want. Either you're gonna step in help and you don't want to help, or you're gonna step in and not help, and which is still gonna bother you. So either way it is, you're not going to fix what you think. It's not going to be an overnight fix.
Oh, that's what you're saying. So you're saying the action that you might have is not going to be instant. Is what you're saying? Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't an instant before she became a people
it's
pleaser.
progressive. Yeah.
So it takes its time to become there, but it's so easy for people on the outside to leave her, do this, and I'm saying don't take that advice, because when you get married, that was your choice to stay with this person forever. Mm-hmm. So before you get married, my best thing is know this is the person you want to stay with.
Yeah.
Not just, I want to be married so bad that anybody who accepts me, that's who I want. Make sure it's somebody you want to deal with, because what I get tired of is divorce. Mm-hmm. And even though sometimes I'll be telling people, oh, girl, I probably couldn't handle a divorce. It ain't my battle to handle.
Yes,
it ain't my situation to handle. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, you got to change your attitude before the other person changes theirs.
Yeah, and I think, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Go ahead.
I think stepping back a little bit and even looking at things, there, like you're saying, this could be progressive. Mm-hmm. This could be something that is even happening before their marriage. So for him to, know that and then get married, I think at the same time that does take some self-reflection there as well,
Yeah, but I don't. Some of that I don't agree with. Some stuff I do. It depends on your relationship.
Know what you agree with
because sometimes you don't realize somebody's a people pleaser in the middle of your dating. Mm-hmm. Because the simple fact is, you are on your best behavior. Well, thank you, babe. You're on your best behavior. So, and when you are dating, you're not realizing it that people pleaser. You're thinking, oh, she's just so helpful. Mm-hmm. It's when you live with somebody you realize it's taken from the house or taken from your time and all that before you can start seeing it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's like, you see it as like, oh, this is just one of the many things that I can enjoy about this person. Yeah. How caring and giving and X, Y, and Z. But then when you feel, when you're inside
of it, you feel it a lot. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Is like when you decide you want to get married, you're not going to know everything about this person before you get married. Yeah. Even if you dated them for 15 years, that's why a lot of people get married after 15 years get a divorce, because they're like, oh, this is a different person. Because you have a different mindset when you're married than when you're dating, and you have more of an ownership feeling when you're married than when you're dating. Mm-hmm. So there's that difference in there. But my thing is, work it out and change what you need to do. And understand it might take a while to do. There's some changes Chris is still working on me on, and we've been together. We're almost married 25 years, and he's still working. I got to remember to kiss him when I goodbye and all that. That's not easy. Yeah. That's a hard job for me, And then when you meet my mom, you go, oh, I see where it comes from. But then he didn't pay attention to that because
exactly, because you're not understanding that part. You just know I'm in this relationship and I'm not feeling what I need to feel. Things like that is not the first thing that jumps to your mind is why somebody's doing it. Yeah. I think it's important to analyze that, but then to an extent, because somebody might be like that, doesn't mean that they should stay like that.
But my thing, it takes time to change.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you're not willing to consistently work on it, you'll be like Chris for 25 years trying to still get me to good because he wasn't consistent on it. And he'll tell me like later on, it's been about 8 weeks, and you have left out this house and not gave me a kiss or say goodbye or acknowledge anything. I'm like, really?
Yeah, so you saying
no, I didn't. And I'm arguing about something I don't even know if I did or not because it's not in a habit to do it. Mm-hmm. But the more you get in the habit of doing it, the better it is. So sometimes I have to turn back around. I'll leave the bedroom and go, oh, let me turn back around and give him a kiss because it's not on my mind to do it. But I'm not purposely trying not to do it.
It's just how you are, and
that's what I'm saying.
Your brain is
so that's what I'm saying. When you want somebody to change, understand it's not going to change overnight, but you have to do your due diligently. Due diligence. Thank you. Yeah. To get it to work out. Because like I said, I remember I wanted to go places and I wanted Chris to go with me. we're married. Let's go do this. Let's go. And he didn't want to do it. And then I just told him, you know what, I can't do this. I miss the old Lenore, and the old Lenore just can't do this.
Not the Mr. Old.
That's what I said. I was being honest. I just miss the old Lenore. So you can't do it. You can't do it. But I'm telling you what I'm doing. And if you want to jump on the roller coaster, you better jump in where you fit in. And that was the end of the conversation. I didn't tell him about it every day. I didn't yell about it every day. I just left every day. Every day I left. I see you when I get back every day. That's just, and then one day he was like, "Wait a minute, you ain't gonna ask me to go?" And I was like, "No, you ain't been going." "Well, I want to go." "Well, come on." And I think he thought I was gonna be like, "No." I was like, "Come on then, fit in where you fit in. If you don't fit in, there's nothing I can do about it." But I'm not asking, I'm not begging you to do it. And I'm gonna say it took like a year or two. I'm gonna say it took 6 months or more. I swear it took about 2 or 3 years for him to start wanting to drink, because we went from one house to another house, so it's been a long time before he started getting on the bandwagon, and it just recently he started. So I'm gonna say in the last 6-7 years he joined the bandwagon, and we have been almost married 25 years.
So you're saying it's been a minute to get to where you are now.
Yeah, my son at the time probably was like 6 or 7, and my son just turned 21. So. And it was just like within the last 6-7 years, he just started like, "Oh, Lenore's going, I'm jumping in." So that's why I said it's the consistency.
It's the time,
I think a lot of times what we do is we want somebody to change, but we're not willing to change, and we want them to change. And I'm like, well, how are you gonna get it done? It's just like when you have kids. You can tell your kids not to do something; they're gonna continue to do until there's a consequences to the action.
Yeah.
So, and I don't care. I'm gonna tell you, all my kids, even my extended family kids, even this knucklehead that's sitting right next to me, I have said it 1,002,000 gillion times, the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I still got to say it. Then I'm going to put you on punishment. How does it look to put somebody 20-year-old on punishment? It just looks retarded saying it and everything. But because I have to repeat myself over and over again. And not only do I repeat myself over and over again, I have to explain why I need you to do what I need you to do, A, B, and C. And it still does not come through their head to do it. So why do you think your husband or your spouse or your significant other is going to change overnight if you can't get the kids that you raised to do what you need them to do? Like, hello? And these kids are supposed to listen to you. Your husband and your wife or your significant other, they're your partner. You guys get the battle back and forth. The kids don't get the battle back and forth, and so they don't get it overnight. Why do you think your significant other gonna catch on quick?
Yeah.
This is how they've been living their whole life. Why do you think you saying something's gonna be? And then why do you take it as a personal attack to you? I think those are the things that's been a big issue in relationships. And I had to say that all for you, dude, because you're gonna have to take your time with this. She's a people pleaser. You're gonna have to deal with it, but you can set some boundaries and stick to, because it's not going to change overnight.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get into it. We gotta welcome somebody in. We're going to go ahead and open up a file. It's not just any file. We're going to welcome in the Bud Files. Bud Files in the building.
Yeah.
Saying hello, people.
Hello.
We also got to welcome in my mother. We've got
Mother Earth Consultant.
She's saying, hey, everyone.
Hey.
Not only do we have Mother Earth Consultant, we have somebody who's precious to us. We're going to step in with Precious Pieces. She's saying, hey, y'all.
Hey.
What's going on? I hope everybody is having a good day so far.
Trying to drink my coffee, y'all, because
oh, Queen getting caffeinated over here.
So,
I don't know. I don't know what's
I'm pointing at you because you know.
I don't know. But anyway, so what's going on?
This coffee at you.
And that's more like the creamer. You counting your stuff? But anyway, so with that being said,
yes, I don't eat carbs throughout the day like other people. So yes,
who's
I
other
do.
People?
All y'all eat carbs.
What do I be eating?
Whatever carbs it is.
Like what? So anyway, like I was saying, that was our first
about
question.
The
Here we go.
So I make cheesecake, right? This is what they do to me. Let me just explain. I make cheesecake for these people, right?
For these people?
Yeah, because I don't like them right now. But I made cheesecake for these people, right? And they'll eat a piece of cheesecake and then eat an ice cream. Now, I eat the ice cream. They'll eat a piece of cheesecake and an ice cream.
It's good
And they
stuff.
know I'm slow, so they getting all the boxes. And then when I say I ain't gonna buy no more, they be like, ooh. And they know I am because I didn't get none. And then what they do, they hurry up and gobble it up. Call them Pac-Mans. That's what we're gonna call the people in the household, Pac-Mans.
So anyway, so this first question that we was getting into here.
Somebody in.
This first person we was getting into, we're gonna go ahead and welcome somebody in. We've got
Tamika Davis.
How you doing,
Hey,
Tamika Davis?
How you doing?
She's saying, "Hey, Love and Live Show," and everyone in the chat.
Yes.
Happy Wednesday.
Yes.
So yeah, the first topic we were getting in for everybody who was just stepping in, it was my husband gave me an My husband gave me an ultimatum: stop people pleasing, or we're getting a divorce. Okay, and so.
I was talking to the man the whole time.
Yeah.
It was a woman. Stop people pleasing. I'm sorry, we gave you the wrong advice. Sorry.
Well, no, I think it was good for both sides though, because that's what it was, and that's how I brought the question, because I feel like on his end, he's the one who said that at the end of the day. So
I need to tell her.
Yeah.
Stop people pleasing, because it ain't gonna make it better for you. You can die tomorrow and ain't nobody gonna be thinking about you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You could think that what you're doing is so significant to somebody and it ain't. They just be like, dang, me being a freeloader is over. So stop people pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. And you're ruining your family over pleasing people that don't even care about you and ruining people that do love you. So you guys take advantage of the people that love you and then expect them to stay whole and dear to you all the way through, and then turn around and dog them to treat somebody else better than them. So stop doing this. Stop people pleasing. Take care of what's yours first. And then if you have some excess later that doesn't take away from the family, or you ain't catering, it is really from the bottom of your heart, then do that. But even God wants you to take care of your family before anybody else.
What do you
he
feel
say that.
is like a good line to devise, like people pleasing and just, giving or being kind or whatever else?
Giving and being kind is usually, how can I say? Giving and being kind to somebody is helping somebody that's in need.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Right? That's what it is. But when you're taking away from your household and your family to do it, and it's not from God, it's just from you. Because that was one of the things that my issues I have. Like, Lord, I want to be a giver. I want to be a giver. And I looked at people giving and giving, and God finally had to say, look, you're not at their level to give at their level. Mm-hmm. You at the 5-cent level. That's what you can give is 5 cents. Now, you only got 25 cents out of the 5 cents to give. So you can give to 5 people. That's it. Because the rest got to make sure your household is taken care of. You make sure you pay your tithes, your household, and all that stuff is taken care of. Then you can do for somebody. But if you want to give them a little time over here, as long as your family is not sacrificing. Because again, what people don't understand, for me, this is my belief. Don't judge me on my belief. This is just my belief. We are children of God. And the way we tell people about God is the way we live. Yeah. So if you're abandoning your family, if you're pushing your family to the side, you're telling them, these people, that God wants you to abandon people and push people to the side. Because you're the representation of God. Just like your kids are the representation of you. When they go to school, you acting up, that comes on me. They ain't blaming you. They thinking I'm a bad mama and I'm not taking care of you right. They think I'm allowing you to be disrespectful, so you best not. So if I come up there, it ain't gonna be pretty. We have those standards. I didn't raise you to be like that. You know how old school parents is. Because you new school parents ain't the same, so I can't talk to y'all right. But the old school parents is when you had to change the channel and you actually missed the channel, you had to go all the way over. I want them type of parents I'm talking to. Those are the ones. But my thing is, you cannot neglect your household and your family and expect your family to want to follow God, and then expect people from the outside looking in to want to follow God, because your God is selfish and stingy, because you don't neglect your family, make your family sit there and starve, be homeless, and all this other stuff. No clothes, no hair ain't done, looking like Raggedy Ann and all them, and then everybody else is looking good because of your help. No, we don't do that. That's why I even go start braiding my dad's hair. Now, I don't really care. I don't like the French braid. I don't care. But I'm like, somebody got to show that he's loved and he's there. So when they see us, it's that, oh, she's making sure her dad look good and all that. Those are things that needs to be done. But you overextending because you like the way people, oh, praise you. Oh, you the best. Oh, I don't have nobody like you. Oh, you are awesome. And your family like this. And you like, yeah, God, work things out. Your family don't like God and you wonder why.
I think that
so stop people, please.
Yeah, I think that's a good perspective as well to tap in with that, because there's so many different aspects and different reasons why people do something. Some might just be for, again, like you were saying a bit, you want to feel.
Most people please are for accolades.
Yeah, for accolades. Some people do it.
Yeah, mainly for accolades.
Really, yeah, for some derivative, thing off of that.
Yeah.
But whatever it may be, whether it's the compliment that you get or feeling fulfilled by, somebody else giving you that gratitude or gratification, whatever it is really good to reflect on that and ask yourself questions like that,
And it's not to say don't help nobody.
Yeah, no, it's far
It's
from
not
saying
saying don't help nobody. Just make sure you and your family is taken good care of. And then try to include your family in the helping of it so they can get it. They can see.
And continue on those habits that you are forming.
Yes. So I'm not saying you
positive.
can't help. I'm just saying make sure your family is taken care of. They looking good. Their hair done. They dress good. They smelling good. Everything is good with them. They see. And then they see, oh, mom's just a giver. Because like my mom, she wasn't a people pleaser, but my mom gave to everybody. And she didn't do no little giving. That's why they used to call my mom a mini Oprah. Because she didn't have the Oprah Foundation income. But she was a giver. She loved and she gave all the time. It irritated me because I felt like people were using my mom. So I'm ready to cuss folks out. You ain't gonna use my mama. You don't know me like that. That was me. Till I started reading the Bible, and then I was like, oh, she was right. I'm glad she didn't listen to me. But so I'm not saying don't give, but like we never went without when mom gave. Like we never went without. We had food. If I needed some hair stuff done, if I needed this, I got it. So we never went without. So it didn't bother me. I never lost anything. Like I look good. I look just as good as the people she was giving to, and sometimes she would get some good bargains, like, okay, can you give my daughter some hair, because I learned how to do my own hair. So it's that way. So I just wanted to show you the difference. And you can always look at the kids. How does the kids feel on the proper, unless your kids are just spoiled brats and you ain't gonna be able to tell the difference because everything belongs to your kids. So, but like me and my sister, my mom always gave me and my sister knew we were on it. We got what we needed. We weren't ever hungry. We weren't ever, our hair wasn't ever looking cute. We always look cute. Clothes look cute. We just keep people.
We're going to go ahead and welcome somebody in. We got to get well with her. We've got
Wellness with Frugal Mama.
She says hello. How you doing, Frugal Mama? You got to get well.
If y'all don't know my girl, I know I once in a while will call y'all's name out and tell y'all what y'all do great. But one thing I love about my Wellness with Frugal Mama is she's going to exercise with you every day. Now, if you go look at her videos, she's always doing some haul, whatever. I'm not even going to talk, because
like
how I get about her hauls. So we're not even going to do that, because we ain't going to fight with her today, okay? But she works out, and she shows you her transformation from working out. Now, I don't remember if I heard her, because I watch too many people sometimes, if she ever said like how she eats. But I'm just saying, if you ever just feel like you're going to do 10 minutes of workout with her, do the 10 minutes. You can do 5 minutes. You can do one thing she does. If you just need to start getting some exercise, then go with her in the morning. She gets up too early for me, so I have to go watch later. I can't be on the live because ain't nobody waking up like that over here. I'm just not doing it. I was mad waking up as early as I woke up today, so sorry, Wellness, I ain't coming that early in the morning. But if you just want to figure out one exercise, that's really good. And then I'm going to ask for me. I need some chair exercises for myself. So work on that, Wellness. Work on that. But I just wanted to give her props because, she stays consistent on what she does. And I know her lives are about weight loss. And I know that, so if I want to try to do one exercise, I go to her, and literally I do one. I go, ooh, that's a good stretch. That was good. Thank you, Alex. And she can't hear me, but that's what I say, you know.
She said,
But
I definitely understand things.
yeah, so I'm just saying, you know, but you know, that she good. Now, you know, I'll go over there when I don't want to look at no exercise, and I go over there and try to look at the halls, but then I get mad at the halls because she always at some store we ain't got here in Oregon. It ain't her fault we ain't got it here in Oregon, but I'm just saying, it ain't gonna do me no good with no deals. Go over here, you know, we got issues. But, you know, me and her still cool, though. We sisters. Okay. That was it. You can go to your next one. I just had to tell people
let
to go
everybody
check it
know
out
about
because you need that
Wellness
little
and Frugal
exercise.
Mama.
We need that exercise. And since I've been doing low carb, I don't know if this is my second week, third week. I don't know how
This
many.
is your second week.
I just know during this week of doing low carb, it's just a handful. And I know I need to start doing some exercise. So, wellness, here I come, girl. I might do 2 this time.
So, with that being said, we got Queen Lenora tapping in with Wellness for Frugal Mama. Getting into this next question here. All right. So, if you don't know,
Now you know.
now you know. So, this guy, he found out that his now wife,
His now wife.
has actually sent some explicit images of herself. Not just like, you know, not just on like a direct message or something like that. Like, not just directly, but almost kind of public in a sense.
Ooh, where?
Okay, so
Where?
let me give you the tea. So he was scrolling, you know, he was using her computer, and so he was just, you know, looking around, and I guess maybe, I don't know everything that happened, but somehow he got to her Reddit page. Okay.
Ooh, Reddit.
Now Reddit is usually it's like a platform that people are, you know, using kind of like as a forum or something like that. So if you want to learn something, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like an old forum mixed with like social media in a way.
Okay.
You kind of get that aspect. So
yeah.
you follow your whole different communities, all that. Well, he looked at her, you know, her post history. I guess, I don't know why he did this. He must have some suspicions, but we ain't gonna get into all that yet. He went to her post history, and she was posting, you know, again, those images of herself, explicit images of herself. Now, her head wasn't in it, but she was still in it.
Oh.
So, you know,
Did she get paid for it?
No, this was just for free. This for just attention. You know, if you look at the comments, they are complimenting her and all that. So that's what she was really doing it for, was that gratification. So, but anyway, he further goes down and sees one of the posts that she makes that tells the details about when they were just getting engaged, how she had cheated on him. And so he just found all this stuff out by looking through her Reddit page, and he's kind of devastated with all this new found information. So the whole thing is, what would you recommend for this guy in this situation? He hasn't really confronted her about it yet. He's just taking everything in. You know, he's been going in his mind, is it cheating? Is it not cheating? I mean, I know for sure she did that cheating there. He's just he's just going from place to place in his mind. So how would you feel, and what would you say about it? And before we get into that, Wellness for Frugal Mama said, yep, low carb is the way to go.
Yeah, my doctor got me on low carb, and I've been doing good. I don't really get my low carb in wellness like I'm supposed to. I get 150 a day, and I get 50 carbs per meal. Mm-hmm. And I probably get less than 50 carbs in. I know I get less than 50 most days. I might hit right on the dot or a little over. I don't even know when that is, so we're just going to say less than 50. Yeah. But it is what it is. Okay.
So now to this question, and in summary, what happened is the guy found his now wife's Reddit page where she was sending explicit pictures of herself publicly, and not only that, publicly confessed to the fact that she cheated on him when they were getting in.
What I'm about to tell you to do.
Okay.
I would want to be able to do what I'm about to tell you to do.
This is the ideal situation here.
Yeah, I'm just saying the way my brain works right now.
Ideal circumstance.
Yeah, but you know, if I'm reading the Bible daily and doing my praise and worship, I probably could deal with this. Okay.
But this is again ideal circumstance.
Something I ain't never been with. So I ain't never done this, so I'm just gonna tell you. So first of all, leave the past in the past.
Yeah.
So the cheating that she did before she married you, leave it in the past. If there's no new cheating showing up after you guys get married, leave it in the past. Don't even worry about it. Just let that go. It's easy to say because it ain't me, partner. It ain't me. I just want to get that out in the clear. Like, leave it alone.
That is kind of hard to even get over.
It is. It was hard to swallow, to say it.
Because it's engaged. You know, like.
Well, I understand, but you already married. Y'all been married. Leave it alone. I understand completely, but it's not going to change anything.
Level, you know?
It's not going to change anything. And talking about it is not going to change anything.
That's
You're
true.
not going to feel better having a conversation. You're not. I mean, you're just not. I'm being honest. Like, we want to say something because we know something, and then we want to hear what they have to save themselves. And in reality, nothing they say is gonna make sense. In reality, you're still gonna be pissed. In reality, it's gonna make it even worse. Anything she has to say about that happened then is gonna piss you off and make it worse. Period. So, I'm telling you right now, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Like, don't even bring that up. Now, what you can bring up is, babe, why you got my body out there looking like that? That's my body. Like, I paid. That's my body. Like, I don't know how you want to say it, but
I don't know about pay.
Oh, I'm gonna say pay. Let Chris' body be showing. I paid for that body. You know when I paid for it? When you said I do, and I do means we are as one. My body shouldn't be out there unless you want me to be out there. You know, let it know. I can be out there. I can swing my ding-a-ling out there, and everybody can see it. It's up to you how you want to play this game. But we ain't going there. Your body is my body. My body is your body. It don't need to be seen by nobody. And I don't care if your head is cut off. It's going to stop today. Today, do you understand? Do you comprehend? Do you need me to say it in a different language? Let me get the app. What language do you want me to say it in? Because that is what it's going to be. Plain and simple. You guys can get all technical. Oh, he don't own her. She don't own him. I do. I own Christopher Allen Hall. That's who I own over there. That's my property over there. Until my kids get 26, they are my property, okay? Every one of them, they know, okay, my oldest is 21. He is not 26. He is my property. Those are my children. That is my man. That's it. I own them. They're my property. They can buy their lease. When they get 26 and older, or if they say I do, then they can go ahead and then that man has now purchased my child, or man or woman has now purchased that child from me, and now I sit in a mother role and I try to be neutral in the middle of their arguments because I want them to succeed in life and in the marriage. I want the best for them. But until then, see, y'all want to sit here and say, oh, somebody don't owe nobody and all that. But my thing is, then why did we get married? When I said I do, that meant Chris is mine. So anybody touching my property can get shot. I don't even own a shotgun. My fingers is going to do a clink clink. You'll be looking like, what she clink clinking? She ain't got nothing in her hand. I ain't scared. Be scared. Be scared of my invisible pistol, my invisible shotgun. Be scared of the invisible. Because it's going to hurt when it touches you. You won't know where it came from, but it's going to hurt. I'm just saying, y'all can be all technical about buy. Like he said, buy, own. Yes, I own. If I didn't own, that mean me and Chris are boyfriend and girlfriend. Me and Chris ain't no boyfriend and girlfriend. I own that man. He owns me.
Okay, she got that off. We
I
gonna go ahead.
Y'all be getting all technical and like, oh no, you no. Touch mine and see. Touch mine and see. Like when you'll see a whole different queen, you'll be like, oh, I didn't know. She just got that invisible weapon. Yes, I will be clink clink. You'll be like, what's she clink clinking? Like, I'm just telling you, yeah. So like I said, tell her that is cut off. And you ain't even got to act like she'll be nervous and hurry up and take all that stuff down she wrote. But don't worry about what she did before. But now that you own her,
Talk about
And if
this.
she got a
Give me
problem,
this.
tell her to call me because I'm gonna let her know that you own her. Okay. And that her body is your body, and your body is her body, and you don't want nobody seeing nobody's body that you own.
All right, so let's get into that.
Please.
We got to elevate with somebody. We're going to go ahead and
Okay.
welcome in
Ren Rock TV.
Welcome
How
in.
you
He said, "Love and
doing?
live." What's
Yes, Ren Rock.
good? How you doing, Ren Rock? Ren Rock coming in smooth with it. How you doing today?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with that being said,
Yeah, because you know what? Y'all favorite girl? What's your favorite girl name? Beyonce? She said, "You better, if you want, you better put a ring on it." That means she owned that person. But when that ring got on there, then you can say something to me. But if that ring ain't on, you really can't talk to me. I don't know you like that. You know?
It's been a long time, family. Absolutely.
It has been. So yeah, I'm just letting you know. Yeah, y'all can, and like I said, y'all want to cuss me out in the chat, go ahead. I'm still gonna stick to what I say. I'm still gonna stick to it.
So that's your feeling on that right there.
Yes, but do not talk about the cheating because it was before you got married.
Mm-hmm.
And don't go looking for nothing else to find. Just let that be the past and let it go.
Yeah.
But her body being shown, that's your property. And
Absolutely.
you don't want to. And my thing is, look at it like if it was a diamond ring, a black diamond ring, or you ain't just letting anybody see that.
Yeah.
You know, because you know people gonna try to rob you. And when anybody see that you have a good woman or a good man, people are ready to steal. They don't care that you got a ring on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's your property.
Absolutely. I can see where Queen Lenore is coming from with that. And I think just in general with this situation here, there's so many different layers. Of course, getting even over that first part of the confession that was posted. I'm saying it's easy to say let it go, but that is going to be a difficult thing and a difficult battle you're going to have to face. But even stepping into the present, what's currently going on, I think, really just let that be known as well. I think what the biggest problem is say they get to this point, right? Say everything is confessed or seems to be confessed. She's doing this for, looks like, some type of validation. So what if this never stops? What if she goes ahead and gets a different account or something like that, and he catches her in this act again?
Oh, I don't know. Look, I did that big lecture, it'll be done.
There's nothing else to it?
My thing is, I think what people fail to realize is sometimes, just like I just did it just now, I felt like I was tough and I was standing my ground.
Yeah.
But the difference between me and most people who are in relationships, a lot of y'all keep repeating it over and over. I don't want you to do this. Don't do it again. I said my ground. Because of BQXYZ, I said don't do it again. Yeah, I cussed him out. I cussed her out. And that means nothing to them because there's nothing that comes with it. Like there's no discipline. There's no action that comes with it. When I say something, there's going to be some action that comes with it. And I put my foot down. Now, as you asking me right now what the action is, I don't know because I'm not in the situation.
Yeah, and it's not your relationship.
Yeah, but I can firmly say that I will have some kind of action that will bother my husband if that was the case. That he would not want to happen. But I know my husband enough to know what bothers him and not. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not all about talk. And a lot of y'all be in relationships just yapping away and it means nothing. And then you come back to your friends and family. Y'all done cuss him out. Nobody cares if you cuss him out. Like I tell my kids, I'll take your leg and shove it down your throat. They know I ain't cutting out their leg to shove it down their throat, so they ain't paying that no attention. But when mama say, oh, she gonna ground you or she gonna do this, then they be like, oh, dang, that she will do that. Now me saying I'm gonna, beat you upside your head with a baseball bat, they know that ain't true, so they just like, la. Mom's just saying so she mad right now. She'll be over in a few minutes. That's they people know you well enough to know what is right and what is wrong and what is serious and what is not. For some reason, you men and women think you done did something, and everybody, including your family, friends, will be rolling their eyes because they be like, you ain't did nothing. That person don't care. That person don't care. But, you back it up with some action. That's when they care. You know what I mean? That's when they be like, oh, like Chris knows, oh, if I cheat on Lenore, I might not be here tomorrow. He knows that. Like, her first husband, she done ran over 2 or 3 times. She done did this and this and that. I don't think it's gonna be that. They was only married 6-7 months.
Yeah.
We've been married almost 25 years. I don't know what she might do with me. He knows I back up what I say. Like I told y'all, when he hung up in my face, dating, whatever, he hung up in my face. I didn't come home until 3 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't feel like I needed an answer for nothing or anything. But guarantee you, he ain't gonna never hang up in my face again. That's where there's some action to it.
Yeah.
The same thing, there's things Chris do that I'll be like, I ain't got nothing to do. When he told me my friend could come over no more because she done took his cup, there was nothing I could do because we have those boundaries and we know there's action that comes with that. So if he wasn't just talking, there's some action that was going to mess up our relationship. Didn't want to deal with it the same way. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. So don't just do this and think something's going to happen because nobody cares. If you ain't got no action to back up what you going to say, it's a different thing. When I said I'm going to have a visible gun and it's going to be doing something, I mean that. Everybody in this house know, okay, yeah, I can see when they're doing that. I don't know what it's going to be, but I know there's going to be some shots fired and it's going to be good. You know how God said, Adam and Eve, you touch that fruit and you're going to die. Well, they ate the fruit. Did they die right then and there? No, but they died, right? And then they had punishments with that. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. There got to be some consequences to what you're saying. But if you just yammering, then, yeah, ain't nothing happening.
Well, let's go ahead and welcome somebody in. We got
Cook
and Vibe with Anne-Marie Love. Welcome in, Anne-Marie. How you doing?
How you doing, sis? How you doing?
Hey, sis. Hey, bro. How you doing? What's going on?
How you
What's
doing?
going on?
Yes.
All right. Welcome in. So, with that being said, then we're going to get into this title here.
Oh, you didn't have nothing to say with that? Because I must have killed it.
I think what you said was very important with that situation there. Yeah, we're going to get into this next one. And this one is the closet one.
Okay.
All right.
This is the one that was posted, y'all.
So this one right here, it's just a crazy situation.
Okay.
So we've got a husband and wife. The wife is newly pregnant. And, of course they're married. So they know each other pretty well. There's the do's and don'ts. He has claustrophobia.
Who does?
The wife. The wife has claustrophobia. She's just not messing with that at all. Like, people's on her, too close to her. She's not for that. When she's in a room tight, she's not doing that. And so they was playing, having a little time. They was, I guess reenacting what kids do, we'll say in this example. And so they was doing a little hide and seek. Well, I wouldn't say hide and seek, but we'll say something like that. They was doing a little game, but somehow she ended up in the closet. Now, the husband in this situation took this too far and locked her in the closet. So once he locked her in the closet, she's panicking. Everything is, it's just not going good. He then unlocks the door. She's throwing up. She's doing it because she's claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And so now we're at this situation where she's very, she's feeling very strongly about this, obviously, because he knows her parameters, and she feels like he overstepped that boundary.
Yes.
And she's feeling the type of way about that.
Yes.
So how do you feel about this situation? What are some ways that we could resolve and fix things? What do you say, Queen? You have nothing to say, Queen?
I am a stickler on boundaries, y'all. I am. And I understand claustrophobic, like, literally, I do. Yeah. I don't like to be closed up. If the bathroom is too small, the door is going to always stay open. Sorry for y'all. It's just the bathroom door is going to be open. I don't have any, thing. I don't like nobody touching my face. These are things that I don't like.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you do that, to me, it's a form of disrespect to me. And also, I feel like you're trying to see how well your boundaries can go.
Pushing the limit with me.
Pushing on me to do other things.
Yeah.
To be abusive towards me. Because I just don't... And that's just my opinion for myself. Because there's no reason why you will do that to me, as especially I'm your wife, pregnant with your child. So you put me through all that with your baby, and so you weren't thinking about me or your child. None of this was available to you to think about. Me throwing up, me being hyperventilating, me going through that, and I'm carrying your child. You no longer thought about the care. Like, that could have easily killed our baby. That could have easily did anything, because babies are very tender in moments in the baby.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
so you doing all that. So,
and even the wife at that time is in a very sensitive state.
And so, and then that's what you put her in, and so I really have a strong issue with that. If I would have been her, I would have left him in the house by himself for about a week. He wouldn't have known where I was. Now, like, you can check my mama's house, you can check everybody's house. You wouldn't know where I was. Or I'd have been at a hotel in another city. You just would not have found who I was. And I wouldn't have went by my name. I would have went by a different name. So you wouldn't have never found me. Just not for a week. Because if you felt like that, I need you to think about it if I wasn't there. I need you to feel if I wasn't there, because that's how I felt.
Yeah.
Like, the person that's supposed to protect me and love me and have my back didn't care, and he wasn't there. So I need you to feel the same way. Because I think sometimes, especially men, I'm not going to just say only men, women do it too, but I think especially with men, they have a hard time understanding when it's something with a woman. When a man says something and they're having an issue, then they want to be babies about it. Like, you know, if a man catch a cold, he's a baby. But a woman catch a cold, she still got to take care of him and all that. The man ain't jumping up to all of a sudden be a doctor of the year like the mother, like the woman is. So that I say that in those tense, you know. Not saying that there are not men out there that do it. I'm just saying majority is the woman that overly does in those areas. And I think you really need to understand how you will never do that to me again. And that's probably what I did. I would have left him for a week. And I would have left him a dear John now. I don't know when I'm coming back. You didn't care about me. You didn't love me enough not to lock me in the closet, and you thought it was funny. And I didn't think it was funny, but ha, ha, ha. Let me see how you feel. And I'd have been gone, and he wouldn't have heard from me. My phone would have been off. I would have had to probably go get me a little cricket phone or a burner phone to talk to everybody else, and everybody else would have been able to say, "Oh yeah, Dr. Queen, yeah, she doing good. Where's she at? I don't know. She ain't tell me she ain't with you." Because they would not. Everybody be all out. She ain't with you. Oh, yeah, she just called me. Matter of fact, not that long ago. Wouldn't know. I don't know. I was wondering why it came out. You know, not there. You know, it didn't come up. And that's just how it be.
And Anne-Marie saying facts. You wasn't thinking about me or that baby to do that abuse.
Exactly, and that's what I call it, as abuse, because
that was
anytime you can tell if she threw up and all that.
Because you're exploiting that vulnerability. You know, I feel like that is straight up abuse.
And I keep saying, women are looking for a protector and a provider. I don't care if the woman makes more money than you. I don't care if the woman is stronger than you. She lifting weights and all that. That is what she's looking for a man for, is to be her protector and her provider. That is all women are looking for, pretty much. I mean, there's other stuff in there, but their major thing is to know that, oh, my man got my back. If nobody else got my back, my man. And my man ain't going to let nothing happen to me. My man's going to protect it. He going to make sure I'm safe and secure at all times. That's just what we want. Then we go into, this is what I need. This is what I need from a, but we want to. That's why you hear women always say, I want a bad boy. Because the good boys be looking like they're too scared to do something. I don't want a good boy. If my life is in jeopardy and you can't protect it, I don't want you. Any woman, I don't care how she was raised. And like I said, she can be stronger and she can make more money than you. She still wants you to be her protector and her provider. That's just what she wants. She can provide for herself. I can provide for myself. Have always been able to provide for myself. That's what I was looking for. Protector and a provider. And now one time when Chris showed me he was going to protect me against my own biological ticker, you don't think that was a turn on? Yes, it was. That's because I was like, oh, he don't play. And I saw the different side. And I was like, that's it right there. That's what I want. That's why women want bad boys. Because bad boys going to protect. They could just say a bad boy's name. And usually people will be, oh, I'm not going to mess with her because she with Joe. You know, like that. But if you go, oh, I'm not. Joe, that little scrub over there. Just you saying that little scrub over there diminishes how she feels. It does. It does. Oh, he all weak. He ain't going to do nothing. It gets lower and lower. And then she thinks less of you. She doesn't expect much from you. And then she just starts doing everything. And then that's when she plays the role of a man And then, you now the woman. And she got to protect you. A woman should not have, we're going to have our man's back 100%. But there ain't no reason why that's the main protector in the household is the man. It's the woman. It is. I don't care if you're the one sitting at home, raising the kids, and doing all that stuff. She still wants you to be that provider and that protector. That's just what she wants. And that's what she wants to feel. She wants to feel secure and safe, and you took it from her when you locked her up in the closet. You're no longer her protector. You're now her enemy. You're now a person that broke into her house and robbed her blind, and while she was in the house. So now she's scared, and she's fearful, and now she's looking at you like you're crazy, and you sitting there like, it was just a joke. You didn't buy the money, you too sensitive. That's the stupid stuff men like to say when they mess up.
All right, we're going to go ahead and welcome somebody in. We welcome it
Why
in.
always out the camera?
Tay Weezy. What's going on, Tay
Hey,
Weezy?
nephew, how you
today?
doing?
Said the champ is here.
Yes.
Auntie saying hello to you.
Yes.
All right. Now, we also have Anne-Marie saying when the children are involved, you have to think and act differently.
Yeah, but most men, they get in a childish mode and they don't think. That's why there needs to be consequences to his action. Leave without telling him where you going. Just like when he comes home, you're not there. And there's a Dear John note. Dear John. There we go. Dear John, by the time you read these lines, I'll be gone. His heart gonna sink. But you gonna say, I don't know when I'm gonna be back. He's gonna call the number, gonna go straight to voicemail because you're not gonna change the number. You're just gonna turn off that phone and get a new phone and call everybody else from that phone.
Absolutely.
And if somebody give him the number and you hear his voice click, because then he'll understand. And you explain that in that Dear John letter. You can't do that to me. That was rude. And I felt like that was a form of abuse and that you was attacking me, and I don't want to be attacked. I don't want to be abused by anybody. That's how you start it, because usually abuse don't come when the dude come up and say, hey, baby, how you doing? And then you stick around. Mm-hmm. It comes little, and they test, and they test, and they test. And I don't know if you're an abuser. So you show me that was a test. I don't like it, so I'm going to show you. You don't get a right to do it. And once you show you don't get a right to abuse me, the abuser usually don't abuse. Mm-hmm. But it's usually little increments, something stupid or playful that they do to see if they, they can hit you. Or they get so frustrated they hit you and then beg, oh, please, sorry. No, that's when you leave. No, you ain't hitting me. And you can do all the begging. You got to go to class to get me back. You got to do a lot of work where you ain't going to want to do that if you hit me again. Because next time you won't find me. But people don't always say, oh, that's not abuse sign. But abusers don't come up and just come straight for it being abused. They do something small. And to me, that was abuse. And that was neglect and abuse. Not only did you abuse your wife, you abused your unborn child.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Anne-Marie. She got my back. She knows.
So that was that situation. And I think you spoke on some security. I think stepping into this next one, this is less severe, but still a situation. I think what you said was very impactful and important. It's good to step in with that and really be mindful. Like you said, it doesn't matter if it's men or women, but sometimes men are oblivious to the things that they are doing. And it's less so on a woman because usually they're more empathetic or X, Y, and Z. Yeah. But when you do something, you know every action has its consequences. And I feel like why you can categorize what happened as abuse was because, again, this is something that you know about this person. This is a known fact. And you took the chance to exploit it. And even if you feel like, all right, I'm being playful or whatever, there's just a certain line that you don't cross. And you have to understand when you cross those lines, again, every action has its consequences. You can't come and poke the bear and then get surprised when you're eaten and attacked. So I think, that was a good way to summarize what you said with that whole situation, how you spoke on it, all the different aspects. I think that was clear. But this one right here is boyfriend and girlfriend. All right, they ended up living together. And so the boyfriend and girlfriend, they were living together. Everything is harmonious and everything, but they got into a little financial problem, so right now they're trying to get situated. Well, now that he has to go stay, or she has to go stay at one of his family members' house, and the bed is real small for a couple. We talking just about a kid's bed. Yeah, we talking maybe even less than a twins bed. The way this is sounding in this situation, so it's like they hardly could really fit on there. How do you feel about it? How do you think you should handle this? And I feel like this one really does coincide with what you were speaking on with the security. So I guess let's kill it, Queen.
I'm gonna say it again. I missed something.
They got a bed. We can put this in any situation, but in this situation, they're staying at family's house, and he is not trying to give up the bed. Only one person can fit on the bed, and he is saying, "I want the bed. You're not getting the bed. You gonna have to sleep on the floor, couch, something. Figure it out." So that is that situation.
I'm gonna pretty much say, I feel like if one person has a health issue, they can have the bed. But I just think it's something that we're just gonna go back and forth on, and I think why wouldn't you agree? To us both going back and forth on it. You know what I mean? I think I do it Monday, you do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Unless one of us got health issues. Like if you got a health issue and you can't get on the floor and sleep or something like that, then I have the bed. I don't care. But in honesty, why can't we just be back and forth?
Yeah, like you have your
or
day,
we both just take the floor. Yeah. Like literally, that's what it is. Put the little mattress on the floor and we use that as a pillow or something. Like literally, we can figure something out. I just think why are we being selfish in a relationship? Yeah. Selfish is for people who are not in a relationship, and if you can't get over being selfish, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. You need to be selfish, then a relationship is not meant for you. Yeah. And I say that a lot, and people still jump into these relationships with selfish people. And I'm like, if they're showing you the true color, it doesn't get better. It really doesn't get better. So if they're selfish, like, that's what you married. Then there ain't nothing I can do about it. And if you're boyfriend and girlfriend, this is time to let go. Like, if you're going to be selfish, I don't want this. Because, like I said, it's not going to get better. Because not everybody, but usually people go through a struggle in their relationship. Yeah. Where you do got to live with somebody, or you're in your place and you had to throw away your mattress for some reason. I don't care what it is.
It don't matter what it is.
So my thing is, you just want to know that the person is thinking of you. Yeah. And it's still, like I want to go back and always say, it's a man's position for this and that. But my thing is, going with this day and age, I don't know why we can't be 50-50 on this situation. Like, literally. And if you can't, then I don't need you.
I feel like what you're saying is very true when it comes to at least like the health issue. That's something I didn't even consider in my mind. But unless it is like some health reason and it's very severe and there is a clear reason why you need to take the bed, I don't understand what the whole problem is. Because me personally, in a situation like that, there's no question about it. If I got to do what I got to do, we sleeping either on the floor or you taking the bed. Yeah. Because I could troop through it, and that's more motivation and incentive for us to get about this situation. Because here I am lying on this floor, need to make something jump. So, I think when it comes to a situation like that and the unwillingness to even compromise on it, like what Queen Lenore put up was a good offer, though I wouldn't take it. 50-50 is not even a problem, or even a day. I don't think anybody's opposed to saying, okay, even if it was just a couple days out of the week, you get the bed, I get the bed. Whatever it may be, she can get majority, whatever.
And you put the bed on the mattress on the floor. You can put in the blankets where y'all almost
level it out or whatever. Yeah. Whatever the situation may be, that's what I'm saying. And I think, either way it goes, y'all have that one bed, it's too small. Y'all both sleep on the floor. If y'all, get to that point financially, what's happening is not what's happening at that point.
And this is where I say relationships are we just doing too much. And I think that this is for me. Like, this is what I see, y'all. This is not facts, okay? But what I see is, I see too many women doing more of the sacrifice than the men. But then the man will tell you he's a man and he's a grown man, but he don't have to do the action of what a man has to do. And I just think a lot of times as women, we want to blame the man for that. But I'm like, it's what you tolerate.
Yeah.
I said this for years. I can have your man, and he's going to treat me totally different than the way he treats you. Because it's what I'm going to allow. He's either going to treat me worse than he treats you, or he's going to treat me better than he treats you. It's all about what I allow. You know what I mean? So women, my thing is what you allow. Stop being so desperate for a man that you allow anything and you accept anything. And stop listening to men about what their exes are like. That ain't none of your business what the ex was like. Because you don't know why the ex was like that or what the purpose was. It's none of your business. And I'm going to say that to the men too. Stop listening to what these women say. Oh, my last man was like this and this and this, and I don't want no man like that. Stop listening to that. My thing is, you guys got to understand, what do you want in a man? My thing is, what you should say is, let me see your list of what you want in a man. She ain't got a list. She don't know what she want. She want what Sally got, what Kendra got, with Tanya got. She want everything what somebody else got, because she doesn't have a boundaries of what she want in a man. Like, I knew what I wanted, so it didn't matter. Like, I saw you. If you didn't hit what I wanted, no matter how much I wanted you, I wasn't going to let myself have those feelings. Like, I knew, like, there was this one guy, I loved him. Oh, he was just awesome. And I moved out of state. He was supposed to meet me there. He didn't, so, big old ex strike against him. So we got back together, and he thought we was going to be back to boyfriend and girlfriend, and I was like, no. Because, one, you still ain't got no job. And I don't trust you as far as I could throw you, so there's no reason for us to be in a relationship. Now, I can kick it with you all day long, but my boundaries was already up. So, and he was getting confused, like women do, oh, but she's treating me like this, and she's treating me like we a couple. And I was like, and me, when he brought it to me, I'm like, well, you sound like a girl. I have to leave you alone. I didn't know. It's just those things that is a trigger. Like, build your boundaries of what you want and stand to it. Don't care what your friends or somebody say, oh, your boundaries are too high. Well, let them be too high. You ain't got to be with me.
And your boundary and what you allow.
Yeah, but have some, because y'all sitting up here, and then when y'all get with him, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's a dog and he ain't doing that. He won't even get a job, and all he do is play on the PlayStation, and all he do is this. That's what you accepted. That'd be like me getting mad because Chris is on the PlayStation. I didn't know he liked games when I met him. It was going to stop when he said I do. Like, what kind of foolishness is that? Like, no, literally, like, what kind of foolishness is this? Like, women get mad about something, because we said I do now, or he's going to change. He's still the same man. The only difference now is he got to say, oh, it's us, it's we. This is our place, this is this, and but he's still like playing video games. And he shouldn't have to stop playing video games because he got married. So I'm just saying, like, literally, a lot of this stuff y'all talking about is because y'all accept it. And the person that you with is not understanding why you complaining about something you accepted. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and welcome somebody in. She's stepping into the building. We got Tay East. Tay East saying, love and live. She's saying, hey, chat.
Yeah.
She's saying yes, exactly. She agreed with what you were saying earlier. We're going to go ahead and welcome in L.A. Samson, also known as It's Marcus. What's going on, Marcus? How you doing
Marcus,
today?
how you doing?
Welcome in. Tamika was agreeing with what you were saying.
Yeah.
So I think that is that situation. You wrapped it up real nice and well with that.
You didn't have an opinion on that one either?
No, I said how I felt about that.
You did.
I have been saying how I've been feeling about this. You just go after and then you say it.
Yeah, and then I let you be like, what you got to say? I don't forgot what you said, but I remember what you said. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you did.
All right.
You wasn't having it. Okay.
So with this situation here, again, I think you kind of touched on this a little bit with what you were saying earlier with this guy. The guy who found his wife on Reddit posting all these different things. She was posting explicit pictures of herself, and she confessed to, she confessed to cheating on him when they was getting engaged. But this situation here is, this is a little bit different, okay? I think this one just all comes in perspective and opinion. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and step into it.
Wait a minute. The last one you said she told him he was cheating?
No, she didn't tell him. He found out. I'm sorry.
Okay,
he found out through her Reddit history.
Okay,
she
great.
confessed to everybody publicly.
Okay, that she cheated.
But not to him.
Okay,
he didn't know, but under her little name or whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, we're going to get into this next one. So, this one is pretty much just a basic question, but we've got a boyfriend and a girlfriend. And so, you know, this is his girlfriend. This is her boyfriend. But he kind of felt some type of way when he found some little bit of information out. So when they was dating, you know, they like getting to know each other, probably met on a dating app, could have met from one of the boys, friend of friends, whatever you want to say. While they're in that dating phase, really just getting to know each other before they wanted to even set any bit of commitment. She had been with another man. You know, she was handling business. She was getting down, you know, living her best life. And so as they got into a relationship, he actually felt a type of way about that. He kind of felt cheated in a way. And so that's this conversation here. Do you feel like that is cheating before you are in a relationship?
No.
If that is what's going on here. Because, again, they was dating. They was talking. There was interest. So he kind of felt, all right, next, you know, natural progression, we're going to be in a relationship. And she was not kind of in that. She was kind of like, all right, we pending. This might work out. This might not. She going to handle her business, have her fun. How do you feel about that? And why do you feel that way? Because you just said no. So why do you feel that way?
Because if you're dating. I'm getting to know you. We're not in a relationship. And I keep saying, women, if you're single and you're dating, date several people at a time. Don't just stick with one. And if you got one that you hooking up with, hey, if you got 10 that you're hooking up with, that's your choice. Not my category, your choice. But if you have one that's the one you're hooking up with to keep you from having sex with everybody else, it is what it is. Like, it is. And we ain't together. Now, when you said we exclusive and I stopped sleeping with the person, then that's when we're exclusive. And as long as I wasn't sleeping with somebody when we're exclusive, we're fine. But as dating, I'm dating you. I owe you nothing. Mm-hmm. You owe me nothing. You could have dated and slept with whoever you wanted because we were not together.
Yeah.
I have this big issue, as I've talked to so many young adults about this, especially when I was younger. I don't know when dating started being, that's my man and that's my property. I don't know when that came about, who made that a rule, and stop it. Like, stop it. We're dating. I'm getting to know you is what dating means. That means we're going out. It's time to spend time. Now, when we classify ourselves as being boyfriend and girlfriend, man or woman, whatever you want to classify, then you could say something. But me dating you? No. No, it ain't cheating. Now, you said once you guys classified that y'all was together, she didn't sleep with the guy no more. So,
it was what
you
it was.
didn't own her until she can do whatever she want to do. Like, you don't own her.
Tay saying exactly. I'm dating several men, but they hate when you do that.
Yeah.
Men will try to say that you cheating.
Yeah, you ain't cheating. Thank you, Tay. You ain't cheating. And I'm just like, understand what the word is, dating. That means I'm dating you, Joe, Bob, Frank, Tyrone. I'm dating all y'all. Now, which one I want to settle down with just to be one-on-one with, that's who I settle down with. Then we can have a conversation of, okay, we ain't seeing nobody else. It's just me and you, and then we're going to progress. And we ain't progressing slowly because, see, y'all like to progress slowly. I have issues with slow. I don't do nothing really slow, and I don't take time. I'm not dating you for 10 years and then deciding to let you say you want to marry me. No. You really got a short time to date me before I'm on to the next. Oh, we ain't there to a level. You ain't ready to get married. I don't want to pressure you. You go your way, peace, and I'm going to go my way, peace. And you can go, what happened? Why did we break up? And I usually didn't break up. I just stopped talking to you, so I didn't answer the phone. Because I didn't have time to explain that, you know, we on the time. Because I don't want you to change up and be like, I do want to marry you. No. Mm-hmm. I'll let it go. Because if you wanted to marry me, even before you propose, we would have some kind of conversation. And then there's going to be a proposal really quick afterwards. Because Lenore is leaving. Like, Lenore's not spending the rest of her life trying to figure I don't even take a long time to figure out how to get married. Like when Chris proposed, we were supposed to get married in April. That's when I found out I was still married. And I was like, dang, Natalie, now to go to the judge and be like, okay, this is your fault because I asked you what the paper was. Y'all told me it was a divorce. So now I thought I was divorced years ago. Now rectifying. Back then, divorce, it took 90 days to get a divorce. We like, no, sign this. It's done. Sorry, this is your fault, not my fault. We would have been divorced. And call it a day. I don't take time to do all that. On both marriages, I got married quick. It's not one marriage I got, okay, it's not like I've been married 10 million times. But both marriages, the two marriages, I got married quick. And one lasted till I'm almost on my 25th anniversary, okay, baby? I known Chris for 25 years to this day, okay? And we almost 25 in June. But that's it. Like, literally, I'm not dating you for no years. Like, I be looking at people now like, and y'all still decide to stay together. Y'all, you can't, this is how, y'all gonna move this slow? Because like I said, I just didn't do that. And with Chris, there was no sex before marriage. So there was no, what you gonna do? Because just because we engaged don't mean you get none. This is when you say I do, we getting some. Because I had sex before marriage with the first husband. That didn't last, so I had to check out what the second one was.
You learned your lesson. You're like, we
God
ain't
told
repeating
me
the cycle
we
here.
ain't doing it. Like, I learned quick, you know. And so Chris didn't get none. Well, he'll tell you it'll be 3 or 4 days after we got married, but minor details. But I'm just saying, like, y'all move too slow.
All right, we're going to go ahead and welcome somebody in. He's here live. We're going to go ahead and welcome in James Money 615.
Money, 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 money.
James! Welcome in, James. How you doing? All right, Tay over here is saying you had to learn.
I did. Like.
Tay said honeymoon time.
Exactly. I'm just saying, like, literally, we sit up here and not think about that stuff. But I'm like, I see more people sit there and don't get married till 10 or 15 years later, and then they get a divorce extra quick.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't do it. Like, I have never been that way. And my mom has been that way, too. Because, like, I remember dating this one guy, the one I was telling you about earlier. And my mom was like, so when y'all get married? And I was like, I wasn't thinking about marriage. But I was like, yeah, there got to be another step. We can't be boyfriend, girlfriend forever. Got to be another step. Well, I'll see how he acts. If I move, then I'll marry him. If I move and he moves with me, then I'll marry him. He don't move with me, I'm not marrying him ever in my life. There's just no, and he didn't move with me, so we never got married. It is what it is. I've probably been proposed to 4 times in my life, and I got married twice. But they all knew that Lenore doesn't sit there long. It doesn't. Mm-hmm. Even when I had my boyfriend in high school, he was like, we're going to get married right when we turn 18. I was like, that's a little long. Like, I had any rights, like my mom was going to say, yeah, at 17, you can get married, Lenore. I didn't have it like that, but that's just how it was. Well, we didn't make it anyway, but see what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it is. Because when marriage comes, people think about it and then they run. If you ain't running towards the wedding altar, then there's no reason for us to be boyfriend and girlfriend. We can always continue to date. I'll date you forever because I got a whole bunch of people to date. So I'll date you forever. Like, until I say I do, until I get exclusive. But if we get exclusive and then you still got to take a long time to marry me, something wrong.
Tay said men weird these days.
That's
I
what
ain't
people
even gonna
tell
say
me.
just men. I'm gonna say everybody's a little strange out here nowadays. I'm gonna say everybody's a little strange. I'm gonna say everybody's a little strange nowadays.
You know he gonna say that because he's a guy, but men are weird.
I'm gonna say
and he one of the weird ones. Y'all looking at him like he an all right nephew. But
I'm gonna say everybody's a little strange nowadays.
if I was single and he wasn't my nephew, I wouldn't date him. He cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I already said that. There's a lot of people I wouldn't. If I was a guy, there's a lot of girls I wouldn't date. No, and there's a lot of guys I wouldn't date. No, not these days. I would go through, we would be just dating. And they be like, can we be boyfriend, girlfriend? No. And I always told the slow ones, no. Like, no. You take too long to think. You know, Chris was almost on the no. Because he had to take a while to think.
Where is it?
His phone's ringing. He chasing it down. What'd you say, Tay? She said they scared to talk or take you out. You know why? Or they're too over-aggressive. Yeah. But you know why, Tay? I think a lot of stuff is because I hear these women. Oh, hold on. She said something else. What is? Or act too feminine. Girl, them feminine ones. Whew, throw me all the way off. Is it in the kitchen?
No, it's down here.
Oh, that throws me off, girl. I get you. I'm gonna tell you right now, Taylor. One thing I've learned, and girls feel like the guys are running the game, and I'm like, how did you get there? Like my whole life, my mom and my dad that raised me has always told, and my grandmother always told me that as a woman, I control the situation and the narrative. As my nephew dropped my lamp, the women control the narrative. The man can only go so far on the women, so far with women. But what we think about as women is other women. Our minds are so busy worried about other women that we can't do this. And when people give us advice, the first thing they say, if you don't tie him down, some other woman will get him. Well, some other woman can have him then. Like, that was never my thing with Chris, or any man I ever dated. If there's another woman out there for him, let him have her. Because I don't want to be stressed with this person and that person ain't for me. Like, keep on going. But we have this tendency, men have made it to change our mind and our perspective to think that we have lost the power. But the power is, you can't have me unless I give you me. And I'm not giving you me, so you can't have me. I don't care if you want to go out with Sally, go. I remember this man told me, one man told my mom one thing, so I got to make sure it's not the same. This man told me, because I told him myself was like a black rose. It's very rare, and then it's very expensive. He said, well, how do I even know you're worthy of a black rose? And I said, you never will. And he said, what you mean? I said, if you ever have to ask about how worthy I am to be a black rose, then you ain't ever worthy to touch my black rose. And he was like, oh, so that's how it is? That's exactly how it is. You will never get none, and you will never touch me, and it will never get any further because you asked a stupid question. I know what I'm worth. Regardless of what somebody else thinks of me, I know what I'm worth. And as I know what I'm worth, you don't get to touch this until you put a ring on it. That's plain and simple. And at that time, I wasn't married before. I just was ready to get married. I don't know what the heck was wrong with me. But anyway, that's just how it was. But because they'll say that, your stuff ain't all that anyway. Then why are you worried about it? Yeah. If my stuff ain't all that, then why are you worried about what my stuff is? Mm-hmm. Why are you telling me? Because you ain't going to change my mind. You can't convince me my stuff ain't all that. Because my mama told me a long time ago, think of the rarest diamond in the world, and that's what you are. And would you give that rare diamond just to anybody? No. We can be married 20 years, you still probably wouldn't get that rare diamond. So be blessed that you get what you get, That's how I look at it. But we have low self-esteem about ourselves.
They said I had to learn my worth.
Yes. And that's the thing. I used to tell my sister that all the time. I'm like, most men love skinny women. Here I am, chunky to being big or whatever. And I know my worth better than you know yours. What's wrong with the situation? You ever think a man won't? You don't hear men on TV talking about, I want a thick girl, or extra curves, and an extra fat roll, yeah. And I got higher standards than you? Something wrong. So, like I said, we got to learn our worth and know who we are. It doesn't matter what somebody say about you. The females can talk about you. The men can talk about you. You don't care as long as you know your worth, because somebody going to want what you're worth. They don't want the easy. Shoot, Easy E didn't want the easy, it's just what it is. They don't respect easy. So I was never going to be easy. And that's why I tell my kids now, be something so rare that everybody's like, oh my God, you're with that person? Because you're such a rare jewel that like nobody could ever date you. Like, oh my God, you got him? How did you get him? That's what I used to tell my son. That's what they should say. Oh my God, you got him? I remember dating him, but it never went any further than that. I want you to be that rare. And that's what I say from my daughter. Be that rare. Somebody's easy to get it. What's the rarity? Who cares? And I don't care if you lost your virginity. Oh, I made it easy because I thought he really loved me and we only knew each other for 4 days. And he's the only one I gave it to. To him, you were easy. Easy is, easy does it. We don't need it. Don't be that way. So women, keep your standards up, because that makes a man learn how to build, be able to deal with a standard. Because he could get the easy, and if he wants the easy, he wasn't ready for it to settle down. But a man is ready to settle down, he going to want you over everybody else. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you feel like. I don't care how you can be like, oh, I felt disgusting today. He gonna want you because you wasn't easy.
Tyson, I agree. People will try to say, no one will want you because of your high standards.
Mm-hmm. I had high standards. Everybody told me I had high standards. And I was like, we have high standards on certain things. Mine's just always going to be what it is. I don't care. And like I said, everybody on here, male or female, is worth the high standards that you are. You guys are amazing. God created you to be who you are. And I don't care what the world wants to say about you. You are awesome and you created wonderfully and you're created in God's image. So you know you are all that in a bag of chips. Matter of fact, you know you all that in the most expensive restaurant in the world. That's who you are. You all that because God created you. And don't let no man tell you less.
All right. When you hear yee, what do you think? We got Sleazy. Sleazy in the building.
Yeah.
Sleazy said, love and live. Peace to the chat. Did I miss the live? No, we in this.
They got me over here talking. I'm talking
Queen
too much.
Queen is going. Sleazy said, Queen
am.
and favorite nephew. You didn't miss the live. Now, we got our last question. I'll say here. We might have one more, but this is our last one. And I think this one is, a little bit difficult. Okay. So this guy want to know if he's the bad person in this situation because though he did have strong feelings,
Yes, Sleazy.
he started connecting with this woman. He would even go as far as say as he loved this woman, but there was something that was stopping him from being with her. All right, so this woman here, she has a son, and the son has special needs. So the son is a lot to maintain and make sure that he's all right because there's a lot of things he just simply can't do for himself. And as a mom, she's gonna be there for her child.
Yeah.
Now that's kind of what happened in their relationship. That became kind of the ripple and everything like that. Or is maybe whether it was some time that he needed, he was understanding the situation, but whether it was he was needing a little bit more or didn't feel like the commitment would have been the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was getting in between him. So he wants to know kind of like, is he the bad person for not wanting to be with her because of the special needs son?
No.
All right, why would you say that?
When you're dating somebody, and you're in that getting to know a person's stage, you have a choice of what you want. And even if it sounds horrible, it's still choice. And it doesn't make it a wrong choice. It's something they don't want to tolerate. And when you're dating a woman with kids that they live with.
Yeah.
Now, if she ain't living with her kids, there's some stipulations I could go with.
Yeah.
But if she raising her child and she lives with her child and you don't want to be bothered with the child, you're not ready to be a stepfather. And you're not ready to be a stepfather to a handicapped child.
Yeah.
As bad as that sounds.
Yeah.
He has that choice. Because at the end of the day, you want somebody who's going to be in it with you for the long haul. So we get done dating, and now we get in a relationship. You want that man or that woman to be a part of your child's life, period.
And hold it down.
You don't want to have to choose between the man and the child. You just don't.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if he's telling you right away, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Don't look at it as a negative. And don't look at it, I'm not going to find a good man. He wasn't the one for you. Yeah. That's not a thing he wanted to deal with.
And what would you say for his perspective? Because he's feeling bad about it.
He should feel bad. You don't have to feel bad because you don't want to deal with a child that has special needs. You don't feel bad about it. If you don't want that on you, you don't have to. The only time you should feel bad about that is if it's your child.
Yeah.
And it's your child that has this special needs issue. And you don't want to take care of your child. That's when you look bad. But on somebody else's child that ain't yours, no, you don't have to feel bad. I tell Chris, as wrong as I was to say it, if some woman came up to him while we are just newly married, because we didn't date long, and say she had a child, I was done. I didn't want to do it. So that was his opportunity to say, oh, well, I don't know. Somebody could come up and say I was I don't think I can marry because I don't think I have any, but what if I do? I'm not going to choose my wife over my kid, You have the opportunity. I just didn't want to deal with baby mama drama. And even though I never dealt with baby mama drama, even when I was dating guys with kids, it just happened to be like most men, and I'm so sorry, man, y'all don't know how to put people in check. Y'all don't know how to make sure the women get along. Y'all agitated. Y'all either build on it. Y'all even having fun with it. And then when it gets too far, you don't know how to fix it because you the one created this drama. Mm-hmm. I don't want to deal with that. That was my purpose of why I didn't want to mess with a man with kids.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see a lot of daddies that knew how to say.
To do the right thing.
To do the right thing. You know what I mean?
They plan on it in some type of way. Like, yeah, this could be a perfect thing, but instead we got to fight. Tanya and Letitia got this big old problem, and it's just constantly clashing.
And I'm not going to be fighting nobody over kids. And I don't want to be in between the kid and the parents. That's not my job. Because my thing is, if I'm with you and I have your kid at our house,
yeah,
your kid got to abide by my rules just as much as they got to abide by you. I'm not sitting up here saying, Chris, can you tell your son not to do this? I'm not doing that. This woman ain't doing it.
Yeah.
So, think about it. I'm not the right one for you if you have kids because I'm not doing it. Like, he at my house going to get disciplined.
Yeah.
However I discipline everybody else, that's exactly how I'm going to discipline this one. It ain't no, I'm going to treat him different because that's your child. And that baby mama got a problem with me disciplining it, you going to have to check it because literally, that child can't come to my house then.
Yeah.
Those are the rules. And then she can't say, well, you stopping him from being with the... No, I'm not. I'm going to discipline this child the same way I'm going to discipline mine. Ain't no kid coming in this house and ain't going to get the same discipline. I don't care who it is. I tell that to everybody. When I babysit people's kids, if you don't want me to discipline your child, don't bring your child to me because I'm disciplining. I don't care. It's not a choice. So I definitely wasn't going to do it, that way. So I look at things like that. But that doesn't make it wrong because I don't want to deal with a man with kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because majority of that I see, men don't know how to handle themselves.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to get to the chat. Sleazy said, Queen favorite nephew, she said she been busy at work. They going to get their money worth.
That's right.
Tay said she feel that what you was just saying. And Sleazy said, Queen ain't playing with the kids.
I ain't. And you can ask everybody. They all tell you. And all the kids will tell you. Now, one kid they'll tell you now they're older. I think you like so-and-so better than that. I ain't got time. Y'all got discipline. Y'all got in trouble the same. I don't care. Everybody got in trouble the same exact way. If everybody was going to be in timeout, everybody going to be in timeout. If everybody was getting a whooping, they was getting a whooping. I didn't care. That's just how it was. I wasn't abusing nobody's kids because I wasn't abusing mine. But this is how it was going to be. And that's just how it was.
For real. I hit kids too.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I don't. And I'm not dealing with nobody. Women are crazy. And the moment a woman knows that she can control the man, she's going to do it. And if she has to use that child to control the man, guess what she's going to do? Use that child to control the man. And as I said, men don't know how to sit up there. They punks. I'm sorry, men are punks. When they can't control the two women from fighting or the two women from arguing. It's like you one of those punks that be like, I like that drama. I ain't got time for all that. Like, it's going to be set straight. That's what it is. That's why one thing I can say about Chris, I never had an issue. Even when it came down to his mama, I never had an issue. If something happened, it was dealt with quick and easy. I got to be me 100%. It didn't matter. If it was my house and I say something, Chris sat there and dealt with it with me. You don't like it, that's what it is. It is what it is. Because I'm fair. But a lot of women don't want you to be fair because they're trying to make you look bad. Because she still wants the man. You know what I mean? Any woman that's fighting so hard, it still wants the man. That's just how it is. Because most women, if they don't want you no more, I trust you to make sure that woman don't abuse my kids. That's just where it goes. That's what it is. So I don't think it's wrong for that man not to. And you should not feel bad because you don't want to deal with a special needs child. It ain't your child to deal with. And you can't be with her without being with the child. Literally. And we say it all the time as women. So women just get mad and have a problem with it. It's stupid. Because even if he didn't have special needs, I don't want to deal with that kid. That kid, she don't know how to discipline that kid. I don't even want to have kids with her because that child gonna be bad. You have every right to feel the way you feel. And I don't care what anybody says. The whole world could be, your mama can be mad at you about it. I'm letting you know right now, you have every right to say, no, I did not want to deal with a special needs kid. I don't.
All right, well, I think that was that right there. And I mean, for me in this situation like this, again, I would have to, play on a similar note as Queen Lenora was saying, that at least you let her know. Well, I hope you let her know. And you're transparent of why, because it's not like the person you didn't, you felt some type of way about them. It's just, this is not something you feel like you can handle. And that's just a fact. No opinion is going to trump that fact. If you feel like you can't do it, you can't do it. Even if you don't want to, you just don't want to. These are the things you shouldn't have to force yourself into. And, some people, they might have their outside opinion and want to pitch in and say this or that. But at the end of the day, are they dealing with that? Are they going to be the one who has to live with that and make that sacrifice, take that time out of their day to tend to something or someone that they wouldn't have to? And they would have to in an ideal situation. So really, in a situation like that, I'm going to say for this dude here, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, because what you're doing is, in a way, helping the situation. You're allowing her the space and room to find somebody who will help her in that situation and be there with that problem that she has. Or I wouldn't even necessarily problem with that gift that she's been given. And that's not even something that you could deal with. That's not your fight right there. All you did was let her know how things was going, how you felt, and that's what it was. And I don't know, I feel like on that note, we kind of wrapped everything up. We had a lot of different discussions. Queen Lenora, y'all gonna have to replay this, because she was going in. She was giving her whole 100 on all these questions. She was not even going 100. She was turning it up to 120, 150 at some of these points. She was even closer to 200 at these points. So she was giving nothing but good advice when it came to a lot of this stuff. And even if it's not advice that you might take personally, at least you can hear that perspective. And not only was she giving that advice, she was going in and out on the advice as well. She would go from this angle of the situation to this angle, to the person who's doing it, to the person who's giving it. You getting the whole circle over here, and how Queen Lenora felt about it. So we got all that out the way for relationship advice. We got so many different things that we done talked about.
Is cracking me up over here.
No, Sleazy.
I got my glasses on so I can read, y'all.
Don't be disciplining my kids. Don't bring your bad kids around me if you don't want me to be disciplined.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I'm a discipline.
And that's a realistic situation right there. But on that note, Queen, you got anything you want to say before we hop off here?
No, that's it. I said what I had to say.
Queen Lenora, she said her piece. So we'll see you guys tomorrow here on Game Time. Normal time. We just gonna go ahead, close out by saying, remember to love and live each day as if it were your last. Thank y'all for watching. You have a blessed day.
Yo. L&L. It's hot, taste it hot. I'm ready. Love and live. Let's go. Love and live show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Elijah always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire bringing all the heat. Wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you woo? Elijah, favorite nephew. Lenora, she know it's the truth. Adriana, Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love and live show.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up, we stay. Love and live. Get up, we stay. Love and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show.
Smooches.
The love and live show. Love and live.
Yep. This is Love and Live Shop.